to another episode on the Airbnb investment property journey. Today is going to be really dirty. As you can already tell, I've already done most of the work for today. Just getting some of my editing and filming all set up. Today's gonna be awesome though. Let's go. For the very first time, I soldered a couple of copper pipes. You'll see how it turned out later in this video. This is the shower I'm dealing with here, which has had some major water issues, as you can see. I need to turn it into a single handle and kill the tub spout. This will be a shower only, and I'm going to raise the shower head up a few inches as well. So this is the first time I've ever soldered copper to brass or to anything at all. I did that so I can transition over to PEX. And I use this little crimping tool here to actually crimp these little crimp rings on there. And now I can go all the way up to my Moen valve that I installed here. So now I've done it quite a few times. And so far, not a single leak. This is all looking really good and is good practice since I'm about to solder some pipe in a very tight crawl space. Yep, I'm going in there. First things first, this old ABS pipe is loose down here and is the left sink drain on the vanity in that bathroom. I'm just going to cap it off for now because we're going to downsize to one sink. I'll also have to cap off the copper pipe down here. First, I'm applying ABS cleaner to both the pipe and to the cap, then I'll apply some special ABS glue to both. Now I'm cutting the hot and cold sink lines and we'll solder them up. Is it solder or solder? Whichever one of those. Okay, I just looked it up. The Brits say solder, Americans say solder. My bad. For this I have to cut the pipe, then sand it down, deburr it, flux it, and then solder it. There's very little air down here, so the torch wouldn't light until I got it near my Crawlspace access. Alright, the plumbing is pretty much set in here until I work with the shower drain. That should be fun. Time to move on to moving out the insulation and getting my wiring set up for a new vanity light. Let me seal up this crawl space first. So I'm wondering what everyone's thoughts are here. I just came across this cool mossy, let's see, can I get it? You can kind of see it right there, this mossy field of logs. Under this giant tree right here, there's this little cave, right? And then you have all that brush going on the other side of where this cave exits. Is that something an animal would do, or is that just a bunch of fallen debris? We're right next to this little stream right here. Let me know, I'm new to these parts. I'm in the Blue Ridge Mountains. I know there's bears, I know there's foxes. What would do something like that? This stuff is actually still good, so I'm being careful with it. It just doesn't provide the R value needed in these mountains. Now it's time for some decision making, which is always my hardest part. The light currently is on the ceiling, but you get, look, raccoon eyes under your eyes when the lights are way there above you. So I need to put on this front wall here. Well, this beam here is dead center, so if I do a dual vanity all the way across, I'll have to move the studs over. Not a beam, a stud. But I think we're gonna take out this stuff here and turn it into a single vanity so we have more room in here. I know it's kind of crazy taking out 2 vanities to put in one, but this bathroom is only 5 feet wide. So there's not much room for 2 vanities anyways. This is a cabin, it's not a permanent home for anybody. So I think we're just gonna put the vanity over here, do a 36-inch or a 42-inch vanity, cap off these. So I'm gonna run some wire to this area here so I have some wiggle room to put my light box in the future. I'm signing off for today. I did my first soldering for plumbing, the copper to brass, and then ultimately to the PEX pipes. And then I crawled under this crawl space here, even though it's like an attic space, but it's the crawl space of the bathroom, which is really weird. You only have about 3 feet to work with there, so I'm just covered in insulation and all kinds of mess. So that was fun. Cut some ABS piping or ASB piping, whatever that is, glued it together on a cap, because we're turning a dual vanity into a single vanity. I know that's backwards, but it works because the bathroom is really small here. This is a rental home in a resort type of area. No one necessarily needs a double vanity. It's not gonna hurt my value, at least not very much. And it's gonna make the bathroom much more usable. Now there's a place to actually put the trash can. I'm gonna film the rest of this right over here because this is beautiful. By the way, I have a little stream or a little waterfall just making noises while I'm here working, so it's somewhat peaceful even though it's a lot of work. Thank you so much. Remember to subscribe, hit that thumbs up button down below. It really helps me out. I'll see you on the next one.